Bright Tuty. Every student matters.
Hello students. So we are going to start with the chapter mensuration. Right? You already are familiar with it. So we are going to discuss in the chapter about the areas, the perimeter of plane figures. Also we will discuss volume of the 3D shapes that we have like cube, cuboid, okay. Then we are going to discuss how do we find the area of some trapezium, or I say any shape is there, how to divide it into triangles and find out the area. So the chapter is a really very interesting chapter, and we will learn how to find out the areas of figure of which we don't know the formula. Like for square, for rectangle, for triangle we know the formula, but for pentagon if we have to directly find the area, I cannot find it. I have to join one of the diagonal to form it into two triangles, or one square, one triangle, like that. Okay, so this is what we are going to learn. Okay, so basically in the first lecture I'm going to make you recapitulate all the things that you have done already in your grades. Okay, so let us start with the introduction. You know, we have already discussed how to find area and perimeter of a triangle, of rectangles, right, of squares, of circle. So we have already discussed a figure like this, plane figures, their areas and their perimeters, right? So you can see area of the triangle, we did it half into base into height. Perimeter is the boundary, that is the sum of all the sides of that polygon or the figure that is there. In rectangle also the perimeter is 2 times length plus 2 times breadth, because we have 2 length and 2 breadth. In square it is 4 into side. In circle it is 2 pi r, right? And the circumference is known as the other name of it is perimeter, and in case of circle we call the perimeter only as the circumference, where r is the radius, so 2 pi r is the formula. Okay, so then comes area. So we have discussed area of circle, which is pi r square. Okay, and then perimeter we have discussed of rectangle. Area of rectangle is length into breadth, and of square it is side into side if we have s as the side length, right? So now we will recall what we have done in the previous grade. So if you can have a look on this example, if I ask you in this is a rectangular field, okay, and suppose I ask you to find out the area of this rectangular park. So what is the length given? 30. And what is the breadth given? 20 meter. So what will be its area? It will be 600 square meter. The unit of the area is given in square units. Okay, now if I ask you that there are two beds, okay, rectangular beds, and the dimension is given as 1.5 and 2 meters. So can we find the area of these two beds? Yes, we can find out for one, and then we can multiply it by 2. So you will just write 1.5 into 2, that is 3, right? So you will get the area of the beds as 2 into 3, because there are two beds, so that will be 6 square meter. Okay, now if I ask you to find the area of this inner rectangle that is formed, okay, so they're saying that 1 meter path is there all around this garden, we say, inside. Okay, so 1 meter this side, 1 meter this side, 1 meter on top and 1 meter on bottom. So like this 1 meter gap is left all over it. So what will be the length of this inner one if I name it as A, B, C, D? So we see this is a rectangle, and what will be AB? Yeah, the complete is 30. From this side you subtract 1, from this side you subtract 1. So 30 minus 1 gives us 28. What about BC? The complete is 20. From top and bottom you subtract 1 and 1, you get here 18. So the area will be 28 into 18, right, of this inner one. Is that clear? So like this we were finding out the areas, okay, of inner and outer areas. The area of the path, we can suppose area of path we have to calculate. Now from the outer area, that is 600 square meter, we can subtract this garden's area, that is 28 into 18, right? And we will get the area of that path, which is of 1 meter wide all around. Now we have found the rectangular beds also. So suppose these are consider them as tiles, suppose. So if we have to fit the tiles into it, we will find the area of tile, also we will find the area of this garden, and we will divide the area of the garden with the area of one tile. That will give us number of tiles required to cover this portion. So these are the types, these are the things that we have already discussed, right? So let us have a practice of some basic questions. Here, to recapitulate, we have certain plane figures and their areas are written. So if this is a rectangle and the length is A, okay, and the breadth is B, so the shape is a rectangle, area will be A into B, that is length into breadth. Clear? Now if we have the second figure where we have been given, okay, so let us match them, okay, instead of writing, just a second. Okay, if we have to match, right? So rectangle is given to us, A into B should be the area. So where do you see A into B? At the last one. This is what a rectangle, and the area is what? Area is this, A into B, length into breadth, right? Now if this is a square and the side length is A, what is its area? A cross A. So square's area is A cross A. Now it is a triangle, the base is B, the height is h. So the formula is half into base into height. So triangle's area is half into base into height. The next one, if you see, is a parallelogram with base B and h as the height. So the area of the parallelogram is B into h. And for the circle, the area is pi r square, that everybody of you know. And here the radius is given as B, so it will be pi b square, right? So what we have done, we have matched the all the plane figures with their areas. Now they're asking us one more thing. Can you write an expression for the perimeter of each of the above shapes? Definitely, we know the perimeter is sum of all the sides. Okay, in case of rectangle, the first one, if we have to write the perimeter, what it will be? Suppose I write here perimeter. So what will be the perimeter of the rectangle? It is 2 multiplied with length plus breadth. In the square, the perimeter is 4 multiplied with s, so it will be 4a. And here, if I to write the answer in a and b, it will be 2 times a plus b. Right? Now looking on this, the base is b, okay, and the height is h. What will be the perimeter? It will be the, suppose I name it as ABC. The perimeter of the triangle is AB plus BC plus AC. Now for the parallelogram, if this is B, this is also going to be B. Let us consider this as A. So what is the perimeter? It will be B plus A plus A. That is 2 times A plus B. Right? That is the same as this rectangle. Now for circle, if we have to write 2 pi r, we write for radius. Here r instead of r, b is given to us. So these are the expressions for the perimeter of these, right? So this is all we are already familiar of. Now if you see here, we have to match the following figures with their respective areas in the books. So you see 3 figures are given in the first part and there are 3 options given. So let us calculate the areas. So we see this is a parallelogram. If this is 14 and this is given as, suppose I drop out a height like this and I increase it. So what is this then? This is the height. Height is given as 7 centimeter. Base is given as 14 centimeter. So we will write for this, okay, let us just write it here. Its area will be base into height, that is 14 into 7. So how much we are going to get? 7 4s are 28. 2 7 1s are 7 and 2 9, 14 7s are 98. 98 square centimeter. So 98 square centimeter is the area of the first figure. Let us name it as first figure. Of the second figure, if we think, we have to find the area. If we observe, this is what? This is a semicircle, right? Half of circle. So what is the area of circle? It is half okay, just a second, it is pi r square. Okay, so area of circle is pi r square. Then what about semicircle? It will be half of circle. So if we calculate half pi r square, what it will be? Half into pi is 22 upon 7 into r square. What will be r here? You see, this is 14, so the radius is going to be 7. So 7 into 7. So you cancel them. and we can cancel 2 like this. So we have 11 into 7, that is 77 square centimeter. So of the second figure, this is the area, 77 square centimeter. What we have done? Half into pi into r square. Correct? So 7 and 7 got cancelled, 2 got cancelled with this 22, and we have 11 into 7 left, that is 77 square centimeter. Now, in the third one, we have 9 centimeter, 11 centimeter and 14 centimeter. This 7 centimeter is the height given to us. The area of triangle is half into base into height. Half into, what is the base given? 14. Height is given to be 7. So 2 sevens are 14. 7 into 7 is 49 square centimeter. So for the third figure, the answer is 49 square centimeter. Clear? So I hope the first part is clear. In the second, we have to write the perimeter of each shape. So just if this is 14, this is going to be 14, this is 7, this is going to be 7. So the perimeter is sum of all the sides. Okay. Also we can apply the formula 2 length, that is 14, plus breadth, that is 7. Right? So just see, 14 into 7 is 21 and 21 into 2 is 42. So 42 centimeter is the perimeter of this shape. That is a rectangle. So 14 plus 7, length plus breadth multiply by 2. So length plus breadth here is 21 and multiply by 2, we get 42 centimeter. The unit of the perimeter is the unit of the side which is given to us, and it is centimeter in this case. Okay, in this we see this is 7, this is 7, this will also be then 7 and this will also be 7. It's a square. The perimeter of the square is 4 into side. So 4 into 7 is 28 centimeter. Clear? So this will be the perimeter. Okay.